Here we go. Okay. Looks like I've got it to work. Hopefully you guys can hear me. How we doing now, Stoney? Todd Smith. Sorry about that, man. I had a little problem with my settings. Okay. So that did it. All right. Thanks, Todd. Charlie Kirk, head of Turning Points USA, right-wing activist. Some would call him a troll. Was shot in the chest today at an event at Utah Valley University. I have watched the cell phone footage of it, just a quick 10-second clip. It appears as though Charlie Kirk was shot in his chest, and there are other accounts showing, I guess, blood pouring from his neck. I have not seen that. I don't really want to watch any more videos. I'm not going to be showing the video. I just wanted to create a space for people to stay up to date on Kirk's health, and a place for people to share their reflections. I also just kind of needed people to talk to, because Charlie Kirk is in the same kind of same realm, same orbit as me with political commentary online, and seeing this happen to him, I abhor the guy. I despise him, but there's never any room for political violence. And yeah, so I wanted to just kind of hop on and talk about this. Just kind of, I don't know. I'm just really shook right now by seeing that, by witnessing that. Yeah. I'm on the New York Times page. They have a live feed giving us live updates. Gabby Giffords, Congresswoman who was nearly murdered in 2011, says, quote, "Democratic societies will always have political disagreements, but we must never allow America to become a country that confronts those disagreements with violence." I mean, we are going to hear that on repeat in the next 24 hours. Yeah, so it does sound like it was a sniper. A spokeswoman for Utah Valley University, Ellen Trenner, said that Kirk was struck by a suspect who fired from the Lossie Center, a building 200 yards away, 600 feet away. The suspect had been taken into custody. You can see from the video that it appears to be coming from a distance, and so I kind of predicted that it was, or I made the assumption that it was a sniper who shot him, and it looked like it was a shot straight to his heart. The chances, I think, of Kirk surviving this, I think, are incredibly low based on what I've seen. Wow. I'm just updating some SEO terms for the live stream. I don't think this is monetized. I don't want to monetize this live stream. Let me know if you guys saw. If you guys saw any ads Okay, it is on. I need to take that off. Boy, oh boy. Okay. My goodness. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Thank you. I'll be right back with the chat and the live updates as soon as I as soon as I finish this. Oh boy. Yeah, Todd, that's a really good question. I that it's I mean, I think that this is a clear indicator that it has. You know, so much of kind of what we do as content creators, you know, because of the democratization of news, you know, the standards have kind of dropped, I think. But what's also come with that democratization is the need to be, how did you describe it? Intense, right? The need to grab people's attention. Now, I try to be as kind of calm and cool and collected as I can be, but I can get, you know, pretty intense. But I mean, I think today, I think this shooting is a sign that, you know, things need to change. I mean, especially, you know, I mean, especially on the right, you know, you have these people almost kind of stooping to new levels of low, and, you know, I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk was asking for this, but when you make it your kind of intention, your kind of whole ethos to be an instigator, I mean, I think I can speak for a lot of us. I don't think we're really surprised that this happened. You know, and again, Hassan Piker was scheduled to debate him on the 25th. Hassan is streaming now, urging his followers to stop making jokes and expressing fear that he could similarly be targeted. Absolutely. And that's the same thing I was afraid of, is the kind of, you know, hate begets hate and an eye for an eye type situation that I think we might be entering here. And Hassan is absolutely justified in thinking this, in thinking that something could happen to him. He says, quote, "This is a terrifying incident." Can you guys see this? Terrifying incident. The reverberation of people seeking out vengeance in the aftermath of this violent, abhorrent incident is going to be genuinely worrisome. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, what's going to make it worse is that, I mean, Yeah, I mean, really, I'm just. They're saying he was shot in the neck, but that wasn't what I saw from the video. It looked like a sniper's bullet. It looked like this person knew what he was doing, and that looked like he shot him directly in the chest, directly in his heart. It looked like in the video, like the wound was here, that's like the heart. I mean, I don't see. I don't know if I was muted when I said this, but I just don't see how anyone can survive that. Yeah, this is a sad day. A sad day for politics in the U.S. Sad day for speech. Gavin Newsom called on Americans to reject political violence, describing the attack on Charlie Kirk as disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. Yep. So there are 3 videos. Again, I'm not going to be posting any of the videos. I'm not going to be showing any of that, if that's what you're here for. There are videos circulating on social media showing Kirk struck an apparent gunfire while giving a speech at Utah Valley University. I don't think it was so much him giving a speech. I think he was doing his whole shtick where he has people. There was a group of maybe 500, 600 students, it looked like, who had gathered around his booth. And so I think he was doing that whole kind of thing he does where he has interactions with people. Yeah. Senator Lindsey Graham calls it sick and despicable. Donald Trump says, what did he say? He's a great guy from top to bottom. We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. Man, Donald Trump is he's the worst. Top to bottom? What does that even mean, man? Okay, what's going on in the chat? I do have the multi-stream open. Are we over on... We're over on Facebook as well. Okay. What? Man, I need some monitors. Some chat monitors over on Facebook. What is this person talking about? Putting WhatsApp numbers? Oh, boy. Okay, let's see what we got a new update. Okay, this was his first appearance of a 15-stop itinerary on what was called the American Comeback Tour. Kirk is only 31. Yeah. It says here Kirk has made... Can you guys see that? I might need to make this bigger. There we go. Kirk has made college campus stops a centerpiece of his messaging, encouraging students and the general public to ask him questions directly in debate-style format, confrontations. That's what it looked like. That's what it appeared Kirk was in the midst of doing. Like I said, there were hundreds of students, people gathered around his booth. Videos of the question and answer sessions have become popular on YouTube, with some amassing millions of views. At the time of the shooting, Kirk was sitting at what he calls a prove me wrong table, right, where he was answering questions from the crowd. So it wasn't a speech, it was one of his prove me wrong sessions that man. Okay, we don't know his condition yet, but again, they're reporting that he was shot in the neck. I just don't. Wow. Okay, how are we doing, chat? Can't say I'm totally surprised, Glenda. Yeah. That's, I'm not surprised at this whatsoever. All right, we're getting updates. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna hear in the coming days, Republicans and right-wing influencers, they love to play victim, and that's what, the shooter, whoever this guy is, you're giving them more power by doing this. You're making the cause in which, you want to stop his message from getting out there, but this is not the way to go about it. You're only going to give them more fuel to cry victim, which just makes this. Yeah, it's just it's maddening. This entire thing is just maddening. Boy. Suspect was not a student. This is according to a university spokeswoman. He was struck 20 minutes after he began speaking. Again, from 200 yards away, and the suspect has been taken into custody. Young people who attended recent Turning Point events expressed alarm. It's sickening, they say. For people who follow him, it's reminiscent of one day in Butler, Pennsylvania. Of course, referring to Trump's attempted assassination in July of 2024. My goodness. Looks like it took place just outside of Salt Lake City. Oh boy. Okay, what else do we have going on? Let's go back to pretty much as it happened. 54 minutes ago, Kash Patel said on social media that the FBI is, quote, closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation. You know, it's wild that we live in a day and age where you hear such a quick and swift response to something like this, and you just kind of scratch your head and wonder, you know, if Kash Patel was the FBI director when Gabby Giffords was shot, would we have the same response? And it's maddening. It's maddening. Pam Bondi has dispatched agents. That's 4 minutes later, to the scene. Governor Spencer Cox of Utah said on social media he's being briefed following the violence directed at Charlie Kirk. Those responsible will be held fully accountable. Deputy AG Blanche posted on social media his friend Kirk. He's praying for his friend Kirk. And this is wild. Thanks for following, Stephanie. Sharon, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the stream, Angela. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Kind of surprised that Charlie Kirk doesn't wear a bulletproof vest. So interestingly, Gavin Newsom was one of the first Democrats to respond, calling it disgusting, violent, reprehensible. They just had an interview, right? Like, was it within the past month or two where Newsom went on to Charlie Kirk's podcast? Marine, yeah, that's kind of the sentiment, I think, especially with a lot of Reflect viewers, who, we all know what's going on. We all know how the rhetoric has kind of gotten out of control. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That was one of my first comments I made. I'm not surprised, and I'm not trying to diminish the tragedy, but yeah, and it's not just the current regime, right? It's not just the Trump administration too, right? It's these right-wing influencers who are hell-bent on instigating. And they've made it their business, What is this? All right, let me see what this is. Yeah, Lorraine, I completely get that sentiment. I totally get it. But it's just like I mentioned before. I'm in his orbit, right? Like we're. And And really, the point of this live stream was just to kind of give us just a place to talk about this. Because of course we're seeing a rise in violence. And the more we... You know, what's really the basis of this is that we have politics that isn't functioning. It's not working. You have a party, the Republican Party, who are using Americans to fight for corporations and billionaires. Like that's like the underlying problem here. We're not even seeing real debates in Congress. I watch Congress nearly every day. Okay, so it looks like they're going to show the video. I don't... Wow. Video posted on social media shows the moment Charlie Kirk was shot and seconds leading to the incident, Kirk was being asked questions about mass shootings in America. Quote, "Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America in the last 10 years? A person asks. Counting or not counting gang violence, Kirk responds right before he is shot. Okay, I want to see... I don't want to show the video. It looked like there were updates. I'm trying to see... The police have determined that a person who was taken into custody after the shooting was not actually the shooter. The university had earlier said a suspect was in custody, and videos online showed an older man being detained by police officers. Wow, okay. Okay, so they don't have a shooter in custody. They don't have the suspect in custody. Wow. Oof. My goodness, is this guy gonna, like, get away with this? Holy shit. Holy shit. What in the world is going on? And, you know, I think Todd was asking questions earlier about, has the intense rhetoric, you know, gotten out of hand? I think it's only going to get worse after this, right? Because I think it's just going to push their backs up more against the wall, seeing this happen to them. And so they're only going to get more extreme, more intense. Okay. Kevin, we don't know who the shooter is. It said that the university said they had a suspect in custody. We don't know who that is. We don't know. Let's see. I don't even know. So I've started... I'm on TikTok over at Reflect Politics. Let's see. I don't know how to check whether or not I'm live. Okay, cool. All right. It does show me being live. Awesome. Can I don't want this to be loud. Okay, here we go. Okay, so okay, we've got some comments over on TikTok. Yeah. Okay. D Cole. Oh, okay. So here, let me. Sorry, guys. I'm like showing you the TikTok there. Yeah. D Cole says got to be a pro, too accurate. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. You know, the shot looked like it was directly at his heart. That's yeah. That's exactly what I thought. The New York Times is reporting that he was shot in the neck, but that's not what it looked like. The conservative commentator Glenn Beck posted a video of himself weeping in the aftermath of the shooting on social media, told Megyn Kelly on her live YouTube show that his daughter was at the event where Kirk was shot. She confirmed on Instagram that she was about 10 feet away and saw everything. My goodness. He was shot in the neck. I saw a close-up. Okay, it was definitely the neck. Okay. Just the video I saw made it look like it was the in the chest. I just saw the video a couple times and yeah. Kirk's last words was violence. Wow, that's yeah, that's a good point. There's a close-up video that shows it way too up close. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to show the video. I'm not doing that. I like how some people on here are saying it's the left without knowing anything, like using this as like political. Like the guy was just shot. I don't know how, if you're paying attention to the current political environment and you're talking about how both blue and red have horrible rhetoric. I mean, it's just not true, guys. I don't know. And this whole like whataboutism, oh, what about the left, what about the right, trying to equate the two that's not going to work on here. It is not going to work on here. Not going to work. Man. D. Cole, lack of security at his vents, no metal detectors. Yeah, I mean, look, it looked like he just, there. When you're at a a university. I don't know how many of us went to university, but in outdoor settings at universities, there's no security. Like universities don't want to heavily, to put heavy security. It is a welcoming space, which kind of is ironic that Charlie Kirk goes and instigates these people, these people who are trying to be in a safe space, who are trying to trying to create a safe environment. But yeah, I mean, it looked like he was just at one of his booths doing his, how did they describe it? I don't know what he called it. It was a debate me thing, prove me wrong, I think. Okay, so this is Charlie Kirk. This is the minute before he was shot. Wow. So it looked like I said earlier, it looked like the bullet kind of hit him in his upper chest. When you guys are saying that it hit his neck, was it kind of like on the collarbone here? Was it in the neck? I mean, let's see here. Central neck, main arteries, multiple videos circulated. Right, right. My goodness. It was the jugular. Yes, I think that was D Cole who said that it was a professional, got to be a pro to accurate. Yeah, I mean, or somebody who's just, I mean, yeah, like they're good with their weapon. They were saying that they did say that he was 600 feet away. But again, I mean, I guess that's like, I don't know if that was true because they earlier reported that they had a suspect in custody, an older gentleman in custody, but I guess really I can't really call him a gentleman, an older man in custody, and then they corrected their reporting and said that, or I guess a spokeswoman for the college for Utah Valley University said that they had a suspect, but then said that they didn't. So we don't know if this suspect was arrested 200 yards away. Then they thought that that's where the shooter shot from. But it did. So the video that I saw had audio, and I could hear that the shot sounded like it came from far back beyond the crowd. Again, there was a crowd of maybe 500 or 600 people who were gathered around Charlie Kirk's tent. Kamala Harris, former vice president, said on social media she was deeply disturbed by the shooting. I condemn the act, and we all must work together to ensure this does not lead to more violence. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to be shootings either, right? I mean, which is crazy to think that there are going to be more shootings because of this, but just more violence is what this is all kind of going to spark. Doesn't have to be gun violence. I think there are going to be, fans of Charlie Kirk, fans of this administration who are going to use this to try to justify violence that they're going to enact upon others, William, is that the video? Yeah. That's real. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't have the TikTok stream, like the chat on my Streamlabs. That's the software I'm using to stream. So I've got so the TikTok chat isn't showing up. You know what I should do? I should just make like another screen share. That's what I'll do on my future videos. Jacob, like the guy or not, it's sad nonetheless. Yeah. Unfortunately, the uncut video looks horrific. Not much to hope for. Oh my God, is it really horrific? Okay, I'm not going to show it, but man, nah, man. Okay. All right, that's the man that they arrested.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
Oh God, that is the neck. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh man. Oh, 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 man. Oh man. Oh man. I didn't I hadn't seen the up close video. Oh man. Oh man. Um oh my. Yeah, that's I'm a little shook by that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't I think I'm gonna close down the stream. Um I don't that yeah, dude. Wow. Fuck. Uh like part of me doesn't really feel comfortable after seeing that. Damn. Whew. Um Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with my gut and close it down, guys. I just the video that I saw was taken from like 50 yards away, from way up high. That's kind of one of the reasons I was confused about them reporting that he had been shot in the neck, because it looked like it was in his chest. Man. And the video that was about to come up on the New York Times page here looked like it was going to show a similar angle, and and so I didn't know that there were videos up close. Some people, when I opened the TikTok comments, man, I'm a little nauseous after that. I didn't know I was going to see what I just saw. Yeah, so I'm absolutely not going to play that video. It's incredibly traumatizing. Oh my goodness! Wow. But I do feel like I'm kind of obligated to hold a place and to make a community for people to reflect on this. But yeah, I mean, after seeing that video, I don't. I saw some comments. Not much to hope for. that if they treated him immediately, he has a chance of. I know you haven't seen a close up, but it would take a miracle for him to pull through. The up close video is horrible. If he survives, it'll be a miracle by God. Oh yeah, you guys were warning me. Damn. You guys warned me. Brady, unfortunately, the uncut video looks horrific. Not much to hope for. Yeah, man. I think we all know what, you know. I think we all know what update it is we're waiting for. I think the writing is kind of on the wall here. D. Cole says updated to critical condition. Still has a chance. Prayers go up. Active shooter in Colorado as well. My, what a day, man. Okay, yeah, I can't really get that video out of my head. But this is my first live stream on TikTok, so it's cool to see, you know, like a bunch of people in the chat. I'm trying to work on, you know, being more active on TikTok and posting more. A lot of my videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/reflectpolitics, are longer. They're like 10 minutes long, usually 8 to 10 minutes long or longer. So I think the max time to upload a video on TikTok is 8 minutes. So I'm, you know, working on kind of cutting my videos up. But yeah, top commenters on TikTok, D. Cole, Elite Ball Knowledge. I thought there was a third. It looks like Silencer Stutz also commented. So thank you guys. Thank you for being active in the comments. Michaela Riley, thanks for liking the stream. She's family. So thank you for watching. Todd, thanks for commenting quite a bit over on YouTube. Finlay, thanks for commenting. Kevin, over on Facebook, thanks for commenting. Yeah, I completely agree with Elite Ball Knowledge over on TikTok. hug your family members, kiss your loved ones. We gotta counter the hate and the violence of today with some compassion and some love. So that's gonna do it for me. If you guys aren't following on all the platforms, TikTok is tiktok.com/reflectpolitics, facebook.com/reflectpolitics, youtube.com/reflectpolitics, and Instagram is instagram.com or whatever. You find my handle at reflexgram. So once again, thanks D for the follow. Yeah, sad day for our country, for everyone on both sides. Thanks for